Hey everyone, me Kevin here. Welcome back to another course member live stream. So the market continues to do its typical, not too confident moving around of stock prices here. You get some days that are pretty ugly red, and then you get these downtrends, and then you get this pretty incredible a brief period of euphoria. But we've just had this almost kind of frustratingly a long period of overall downtrending in the market. And so that's where, while we wait for September, October, when we start figuring out, okay, are we actually going to have inflation or not? When can we put the issue to rest? Then while we wait for that, then in the meantime, we're really sitting around waiting for opportunities. At least that's been one of my motives. One thing that I keep trying to evaluate is crypto. You know, crypto opportunities, big digital, obviously at 88 cents, Ethereum, Bitcoin, some of these at relatively low figures here. So these are things I'm keeping an eye on. Also considering on Matterport and GHVI, trying to find out exactly when to enter again here, since I did sell right here at 17, and that's when we closed out some of our call options. Backdooring into this, maybe by selling some puts. See, today might actually not be a horrible day to sell some puts on Matterport. For example, if you went in over here, let's just do a quick example here, and then we'll do Q&A. Let's go to August 20th, so about 5 weeks from now. 5 weeks from now, we went in here, and we went for, let's just go for the selling the $12.50 strikes here. $12.50 times 100 times 10. So you're putting up $12,500 of collateral, and you'd get a credit of $750 right now, or about 6%. Honestly, 6% for 4 weeks and 5 days. If you know, it doesn't end up closing below $12.50, that's not bad. Now, if it closes below $12.50, then you start losing money. If it you're still making money because of the credit you're getting, unless it closes below $11.75. It's not even at $12.50 though right now, but you know, it's been below $11.75 before. But either way, you'd be buying it at $12.50 right now. If you go out, see right now at $13.71. If you go out to here, let's go back to our option entry here. Go to the $15 strike. Oh my gosh! You go to the $15 strike, you're slightly, you know, you're over here on price. You get a credit of about $22.50 right now, which would be the equivalent of buying the shares for around $12.75. That's not bad. Instead of $11.75, that's not bad. That's not a bad way to get in. If you were looking to get into Matterport and you're like, oh yeah, I definitely want to hold Matterport, you could totally back in like this. I'll take a look really quick, and then we'll do Q&A because let's see. Did I already sold some puts? Yeah, I already have the. I already have 15. I have $23,000 of the $15 sold puts on GHVI, and I got a credit of was about 20K for doing so. And so if I hold that to expiration, I'll either have to buy them for $12.65, well, $15 strike, but $12.65 once you consider the credit, or I'll just get to keep the credit and keep going. So I do already have a sold put. It's not a very large one, but I do already have a sold put on GHVI here. It might be worth putting in another. See, if I went to $12.50, $12.50, I mean, 15 is pretty juicy too. For example, in my case, if I went to a 50 here, let's make this times 50 on, and this is on 15. So at 15 is what I'd be promising to pay, 11,250. Well, how much are we putting in? If we did this, we'd be tying up $75,000 as a commitment to buy, but you'd be making, 11,250. 11,250. Yeah, you'd be making about 15%, especially if it closed a little bit above the 15 strike here. So if I go for $12.50, I'd only be getting about $37.50. So I'd only be pulling about 5%. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, little things like this, interesting to keep an eye on. But yeah, if you were going to want to back into GHVI, that'd be an option. All right, let's do a little bit of Q&A. So I always start at the top for Q&A. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, price target spreadsheets. I got to make that that more clear. But the price targets, the 5-year targets don't change. The buy under and that you can kind of modify that. Just download the spreadsheet, modify it however you want. The point is, it's just a tool for you to be able to compare to what the future prices would look like and what your return would look like under those scenarios. I 15K, so you can modify it all you want. I generally just leave the 5-year section. I have 15K. Should I use that to invest now or pay off a very large portion of my car? My car has an interest rate of 6%. I don't know. In this market, I mean, what interest rate of 6%? I mean, the guaranteed option is paying that thing off. I like the idea of not having car debt, unless your rate is like ridiculously low, like 1.4 or something like that. But yeah, generally, that's probably what I would want to do. Then get into real estate. But hey, not financial advice. Oh, there it is. So that'd be a consideration of mine, because I'd want to be able to build my wealth with real estate, and getting out of that debt would help do that. Do you think there's more downside? I think there's definitely still some more clickbait drama around inflation that we're going to be going through over the next 3 months while we wait to get to September, October. Yeah. Yesterday I bought shares. I don't know. It was like 1560 or 1550. I can't remember, something like that. Giving a shout out from NC. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. GHVI, you got to get cars off the line. Have you bought any shares on Predicted? I have. Yeah, I maxed out my $850 on both the recall and myself. Yeah, no kidding. Big day. No, imagine if we get, no kidding. Imagine if Bitcoin keeps falling, right? Gee whiz. Hold on one sec. Hold on one sec. Okay. Let's see here. Then is Canoe big? Yeah, I'm staying away from Canoe right now, and I still haven't felt confident in a bottom for Big Dig, although it is running up again right now. So who knows? Maybe that was now. It just ran down to like 82 cents, and now it's at 90 cents. So it's moving. Maybe thoughts on the Nvidia split? Yeah, I mentioned that actually. Just that I think it's, after the split, it has a good chance of falling and sort of correcting back down. I think it's run too high too fast. When you post about going long on a stock, what's the usual minimum length of hold? Well, if I'm going to go long, usually it's over a year. Like, no intention to sell, basically. RRP. You talking about I'm not sure I know what you mean. Are you talking about the repo market? RRP? Will tapering hurt the market since RRP? I think you mean the repo market, the reverse repos. From my understanding, just wait for take money. No. The reverse repo market is not really to take money out of the system on purpose. It's designed as kind of like an overflow valve for banks to park money somewhere if they have too much cash. It's very different from the Fed permanently taking money out of the system or not putting new money into the system. It's a good time to buy a home now. If you can get a good deal, you got to get a good deal. Personally, I feel we will have a midday turn down once all the child credit money has been exhausted. You think that's what's plowing into the market? I mean, maybe. Would you buy DD at these prices or wait until the China's FUD is resolved? Yeah, I'm out on any of the really Chinese stocks, with the exception of NEO and XPeng. Those are the only two, just because I feel like that's an industry that's more protected. That's not to say you can't make good money on a rebound on DD. Looking forward to the great part. Any advice that changed my thinking, as I have less than 10K in the market? Yeah, I mean, personally, not financial advice, but personally, I would get into real estate with 10K, take it, see what you can buy with 3% down and get into real estate. You'll be able to build your net worth, in my opinion, much faster. Again, no guarantees, but that's what I would be looking at. Wow, AMC just kind of gave up on the day. In fact, a lot of things have spark line down on the day. Do I think AI will ever go above 60? Of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it. Yeah, banks, I think, will do better with higher inflation. Sure, because they'll have more spread on their loans. Real estate market. You see, the real estate market, there's not, I mean, it'd be the same thing every day. The real estate market has less updates to provide, right? Having a hard time raising my credit score above 50, no late payments, credit usage is low, especially kids seem to be, yeah, it can depend on your utilization too. So, let's see. Yeah, okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. So anyway, yeah, let me know as well, Jess, how your utilization is and your variety of credit. Very important as well. Did not hear about this merger. When you sell puts, are you forced to purchase the shares if the stock price goes too low? Are you not forced to purchase the shares at the original strike price? Of course you are. Yes, you are. So, but what you do is you can minus the credit off to get an effective price as to what you're buying. So if you buy the $12.50, or sorry, if you sell the $12.50 puts right now on GHVI, and then you get assigned to them at $12, well, you got a 75-cent credit. So it's kind of like you paid $11.75 for the credit. You can't double count it. You can't go, oh, I have the credit and I'm getting it cheaper, right? It's either or. Yeah, I mean, it depends what your setup is. I mean, if you're selling a put, the credit usually either offsets the margin that you're using or the requirement that you're using, or yeah, it gives you that amount of cash. Watch lecture 1.0, and then you can get. I mean, you're already in Discord. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in the live stream. So just scroll down a little bit in Discord. Assuming I don't get assigned on CCIV, how much upside? Well, look, if I don't get assigned on the CCIV sold put, I would just take the credit, which the credit I got was $43,000. So if I don't get assigned, which I sold these puts at $25 puts for January 22nd, so in 6 months. So if in 6 months, CCIV is still under 25, I get 43K for doing nothing, right? Basically, or if it's just slightly above 25, basically. Yeah, SoFi warrants for SoFi is what you're talking about. Self-driving truck, I would stay away from warrants unless you really know about them. There's style of options. When do you think ARK will hit an all-time high? Inflation's got to go away first. Still think we're safe holding Redfin and EXBI long term. Starting to get worried because I'm a little heavy in them. Well, I mean, look, if you're getting worried about a stock because it's been trading sideways, you have to ask yourself why you're in it in the first place. Yeah, I mean, I have no remote intentions of selling them. Not sure if that's the dip you're looking for on Palantir. Let's see what Palantir's doing. Oh, Palantir's up a little bit. Wow, look at it have bounced off one of our support lines. We had this thing drawn for a while. It bounced right off of that 22 level. That's incredible. Yeah, I stay away from Corsair Gaming. I think gonna be a little lower growth coming up. We'll see. Do you anticipate mortgage rates to be about the same, higher or lower in 6 months? It's hard to say. It's all going to depend on that inflation, and that'll guide. But so far, the trend is down. Yeah, there is a tutorial on how I set up my wee bullets in the Stocks and Psychology Money group towards the bottom. Welcome, Nancy. Thanks for being here. Surprised when you said you'd be hoarding cash. Why not? Yeah, no. I mean, I just don't want to invest in the index funds because if the indices have like a 20% rollover or whatever, in the event that they do, then I want to go buy the dip. And if they don't, that's fine. I can put aside tax money. That's just the way I feel right now. Why are you long-term bullish on Airbnb? It seems like they have a long way to go. Yeah, I mean, I don't own any Airbnb, so I guess I can't be that bullish. But it's a phenomenal company. It's not going anywhere. All right. We are at 7:29 with questions. So maybe hold on with new questions since I probably won't be able to get to them after 740 here. How would you approach getting the most of a stock that is significantly down? I like this stock, but I'm overly exposed and would like to free up some cash. Well, it depends what you're going to do with it, right? If you're going to go put it into something that all of a sudden went up, well, then that's probably the opposite of what you probably should do. But then again, who knows? I mean, not financial advice, but yeah, I don't know. Depends. How big is it, your position in? What stock is it? And where are you going to put it? Those are all important questions. No, I haven't staked my ADA yet. I will, though, one of these days. No, I don't have short interest up right now, unfortunately. Sorry about that. I have to do a short interest segment again. If you could find a good deal in real estate, I would go for a good deal in real estate. According to one of the Tesla YouTube, Tesla will have to report $100 million impairment loss from Bitcoin dipping. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Who cares? I mean, people will offset that or just itemize that out, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did change the strike to 1250 though. The return is much lower on doing the 1250 for the rather than the 15, obviously, because you're much more likely to get assigned at 15. For someone considering real estate investing, would you recommend rentals or buy and flip in this market? If you're just trying to get in, rentals. Flipping is very risky, exhausting, and I think the likelihood of failure is much higher. Should we be worried growth might suffer in the coming months? Sure, yeah, we could get another May sell-off. Sure, yeah, you could be prepared for that, but no guarantees. So I wouldn't personally. I'm not selling anything. But selling puts on Tesla would be a good idea right now. Usually I like doing so on a day that's red, like yesterday would have been a really great day to do that. Today it's only up 0.5%. I mean, nothing. Boeing, more problems. Boeing's had so many issues with their plans. How much should I spend on kitchen renovation? No gas line for mica counter. Yeah, I mean, it depends what area you're in. Depends on your cost of labor, right? You know, here in California, if I painted, threw in a gas line, put in a new countertop, new appliances, I mean, I could probably spend 10K. But some people in Idaho will leave the Formica tops, or they'll leave the cabins. They'll pretty much leave everything the way it is and just slide in new appliances and call it a day, and then they're done for $1,500 or whatever. Do you leave flyers on homes that say no soliciting? No, usually I don't. But yeah, I don't think I ever really have with flyers. When I gave away pumpkins, I would, because I'm like, well, I'm not soliciting, giving you a gift. Was always my theory, but generally, if it's just a flyer, I just skip those. Can you add SoFi PE in the switch? Yeah, I don't know that we have 2025 data yet for SoFi, but I'll have to take a look at that. Yeah, I don't know how your brokerage works, Isaac. So it could be just offsetting the collateral you're putting aside. It depends. So I would talk to your broker about that. Growth stocks are going down. Yeah, no kidding. The market's been funny. My thoughts on market manipulation? I mean, I believe it exists, but it's not going to change the way I operate. Yeah, well, I play short-term swing stocks when I feel like it. Brand new to the course. Oh, welcome, Owen. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Gabriel. Leah, thanks for being here. And, if you want to see my analysis on SoFi, type into YouTube, Meet Kevin Analyzing Stocks Live, and then you'll see the SoFi one. SoFi's in that. All right. Let's go ahead and go to how do you cure depression? Jeez, that's very, very difficult. You need happy people in your life. That can certainly help. All right, but I'm no therapist. Okay, so yeah, AMC is now only up about 2.93%. We've got Huh. Delta Marin, Big Digital. Very interesting move there on AMC. One to watch. 3%, 3.4% here to the upside. SoFi sitting at 3.3-ish, 3.2, 3.3. Okay, let's go ahead and do a real estate deal analysis. Just watch the live streams. No more depression after. Oh. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, I'm not buying any calls right now. No, because I think if the market trades sideways, you're going to get screwed on calls. It's just my take. All right. Let's see here. Escrows. Okay, what do we have? Logan. All right. Gus the dad has one. All right, let's see what you got. Not a lot of comps. You gave me one. It's a little lower than usual. Let's see what you got though. Okay, single family, 350K offer accepted. This is in New Jersey. Hardwood flooring under carpet, 10-year-old roof, cosmetic rehab. All homes in the area sell for 30K more. Okay. So here's a 460 sale, 3-in-1. Here's yours at 355. See, this looks good. It has a good look to it. Little enclosure here. I doubt they're counting the basement as square footage. Close to a park. Let's see if you got any yeah but in terms of location. No, close to a park over here. Doesn't look bad. Okay. You got the one comp you sent here at 460. Yeah. I mean, this does not look bad. I'm trying to find out what the square footage is here. And this one sold in June. This is a very recent comp. It's a very good comp. But if that's the case, I mean, that's wonderful. I wonder why. Why is this one? It says it's for sale. It's been on the market 34 days. Wait a minute. If it's such a good deal, why has it been on the market 34 days? I would figure that out. I would try to figure out why has this been on the market for 40 days? What's unique about this one? Are they counting the basement square footage? Are they not? There's something about this one because otherwise just using that one comp, it looks good. But get me some more comps and ask your agent why. That, I think, is a big deal. I would definitely do that. All right, before we do another question, I'm going to do one YouTube analysis. And we'll do a little bit more questions, and then I'm going to run. So let's see here. YouTube. OMG. Cannot find. Well, there we go. There we go. 2-minute audit. All right. So we left off on LG. And then what we're going to do is do a couple more questions, and we're going to take off. All right, here we go. So you are up. You're up at 23.28 in. Rosario. All right. So honestly, so far out of all of the ones that we've done, I liked your initial thumbnail and design here because you can actually see your face clearly, and I think it's wonderful. That's great. Very good. Very good. Your thumbnail's a little dark and a little soft. I would watch some Photo Sarge Ramelli editing just to bump your exposure a bit. You can really bump your exposure a lot. Let's see what you got here. Coming massive market crash. Let's see how you start off.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Rosario here, and welcome to Modern Finance. There are some serious indicators floating around right now that I think could point to either market stagnation or a serious market downturn. Stay tuned to find out why and how this could happen. Before we get started, please remember to smash the like button and subscribe to things. Yes, China. The reason for this is that China has a lot of manufacturing, and with the Rona, they were out in front of the higher and higher.
This is not bad. I mean, I think your videos are actually great. This is not bad. You've got them very well organized. China leads post-pandemic. You've got very good research here. Flipping, rocketing rents, falling discretionary income. I think this is great. I think you're doing great. I would explore a consistent thumbnail theme, perhaps, because some of the thumbnails, it's hard to determine exactly like your theme here. This window behind you is a problem for a thumbnail because it's so white outside, so overblown outside. I don't know. Do you show that window?
Hey, what's up, everyone?
You do. You know what you could do is you could take a picture properly exposing the outside, and then always put yourself, like different versions of yourself, over your own background, because the window is unique. But you've got to properly expose, and right now the exposure on the thumbnails is probably what needs the biggest work. And then otherwise, I mean, I think this is very good. Yeah, I think you're on the right track. Now it's just a matter of breaking out. Maybe try a Trojan horse on other individuals as well. Something to consider. Okay, a couple more questions and I got to go. Why CCIV dropped? You know, CCIV just goes up and down, but so far everything looks like it kind of took a little bit of a dive here in the last hour. I'm not sure why. 25K plus minus in the stock market and 17K in my 401k. Should I take a loan on my 401k to use as a down payment? I generally do, yeah. I mean, not financial advice, but generally I'm a fan of borrowing against your 401k. You're borrowing from yourself basically to get into real estate. I think it's great. So will I sell my SoFi puts before 2023? I don't know. You know, I don't know. It depends what it does. You know, if it trades sideways, probably not. If you know, if it skyrockets, we might take a little profit on it and leave. We'll see. Anyway, that's what I've got for us now. Thank you so much for being here, folks. We will see you in the next one, and we'll do some more Q&A tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Bye.